Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for wakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja visual y cuando le moviese el ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que él tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quien te
No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de...
How's that? Is that better, guys? That should be better. Sorry, my mic on my headphones got turned off. Good morning, good morning. Looks like we have full audio now. Can you guys hear me now? How about now? I know there's a little delay, so all right, guys. Good morning, good morning. It's 7:10. You know what? I love you guys so much. I love that we get excited because there's sound. Chantel, yay, sound. Oh man, I wish you guys were my kids. I could give you literally any Christmas or birthday present, and you guys are like, "Yay, we can hear him." Oh, I can read lips, but jeez. Oh, Teresa Deller. Good morning. Well, I did give everyone a shout out in here, but no one could hear me. So let's go. Teresa Deller, Rosie Key in the house, Lonnie, Charlie, Mike, Chantel. Back to retro. What's up, buddy? Oh man, Charlie, Mike. Hey, what's up, Mike? How you doing? Oh man, Linda, how you doing? Chantel, the usual suspects. I think I got everybody up here. Anthony, how you doing, Anthony? Hopefully you're feeling better. Oh man, you guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome. All right, guys, it is 7:10. Well, a little past 7:10 now. So smoke them if you got them, guys. We're gonna start off this fantastic Friday. It's not a good morning until we hear the smoothing velvet voice of Mr. Brown. Oh man, I was been listening to Public Enemy, old school Public Enemy lately when I'm driving, and Bring the Noise. Or no, it was Rebel Without a Pause, and I like that song. My nickname when I was a kid was Rebel. As you could probably imagine, I was just as rebellious as I am now, even probably a little more so. So yeah, they call me Rebel. So that song kind of gravitated towards me. But there's a lyric in there that says Flavor Flav comes out and he's all smooth, and then Chuck D's like, not what I am. That's me, guys. I'm not. My voice is not smooth by any means. Little Wolfman Jackish going on here, especially in the morning in the AM. But I appreciate you guys, man. You guys are awesome, awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna kick this off this morning with a new segment. What? what? We got a new segment. Well, we kind of played with it a little bit yesterday, but guys, we got a new segment. The more you know. That is right, guys. Did you know cannabis can be used to make a variety of products? While most people use cannabis in terms of recreational or medical uses, it can also be used for a variety of products, including paper, textiles, biofuels, and even building materials. So I think they're talking about hemp on this, guys. And I'm a big proponent of hemp. I think we should be pushing hemp to the moon right now. I think that would save a ton of all this stress that the world has. Global warming, all this kind of stuff. I think hemp would be the answer, guys. Oh, Rosie's up. Rosie the bulldog is awake, and she just looked at me. She's going to have to go outside pretty soon. I have a feeling. All right, number 2, guys. Cannabis was once a popular ingredient in patent medicines. In the 19th and early 20th century, cannabis was popular ingredients in a variety of over-the-counter patent medicines. Some of these medicines were marketed as cure-alls and were targeted to for specific ailments. So I'm thinking like these snake oil salesmen, like, it's a cure-all, folks. This will fix your planter's feet or whatever. But you know what, man? You take a little cannabis oil and you're feeling good. You're like, forget my planter's feet. And then you move on. I can see how that would work, guys. Number 3, cannabis may have anti-inflammatory properties. It definitely does. Some research suggests that cannabis has anti-inflammatory properties, which could be used to make useful treatment conditions like arthritis, Crohn's disease, and asthma. Number 4 fact, guys. Did you know cannabis has been used to treat epilepsy? Actually, I do know this firsthand, particularly in children. Yeah, I have a friend who has a young child who has epilepsy, and I actually went years ago to the dispensary for the first time and went with them and got them the RSO, and man, made a world of difference. All right. Now we're going to get technical, guys. The endocannabinoid system is named after cannabis. The endocannabinoid system, which plays a role in regular variety of psychological process, was discovered in the 1990s. It was named after the cannabis plant, which led to its discovery. All right, guys. Did you know that? Now you know. Knowing is going old school. What is it? After school specials, guys. But what we are going to get into, while I let Rosie out here real quick, what we are going to get into today, guys, is the worst, or maybe the best. I don't know. Discontinued items that were on fast food menus, guys. There's a ton of them out there. Who remembers the McRib? I love the McRib. I love it when they come back. But number 1, guys, has got to be, hi, guys. It's got to be the McDLT, guys. The McDLT, man. I feel weird. I feel like I'm like a wrestling commentator or something. Oh my God! Oh my God! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! The McDLT, guys. I remember this specifically. I remember when this came out, and it was I remember my dad was dying to get him. He loved him. He loves the McRib too. This was an invention from McDonald's that separated the cold from the hot. So the theory was that the meat would stay hot on the one side, and it wouldn't mess with your lettuce, tomatoes, and that kind of stuff. So it definitely, you know what? It wasn't bad. It was very gimmicky. I never really understood it. Oh, Rosie, get your butt in here. Hey, Rosie, get in here. All right. Hey, get in there. Come on. Had to I just saved a man's life. Rosie was going to murder a man outside. Good girl. Well, not good girl for murdering a man, but good girl for going to the bathroom. Here's your treat. All right, guys. Sorry. She gets a McDLT for her treat this morning. Oh, oh, Belle Biv DeVoe. Love me some Belle Biv DeVoe. Oh, all right, yeah. So that was that one, guys. The McDLT. Who remembers that? You know what? The idea was pretty good. I like the fact that cheese. I like the cheese to melt on the hot patty instead of like having it melt while it's cooking. Okay, Burger King Stratus fries. Who remembers these? When Burger King launched Stratus Fries in 2013, the home of the Whopper basically told the world we can be healthy too. However, BK Stratus fries were the saddest fries. The low calorie fries failed for many reasons. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this one on that is Burger King's fries suck. They suck anyway. I mean that's probably my least favorite. How many fish we kill for styrofoam? Yeah, that is true, Charlie. Those old styrofoam, man. You know what was a big one too was the 6-pack rings. Remember those? Do they even still have the 6-pack rings? And they were like getting seagulls, and you would find them in the ocean and stuff. Crazy, crazy. How about the Bell Beefer taco? I think we got that on here. The Bell Beefer. What a horrible name. There's so many ways I could go with that. I'm not, you know what? I don't want to get canceled, guys. I'm sorry, so I'm going to leave it alone. That is totally true, though. So yeah, those Burger King fries suck anyway. They were trying to get healthy. How about you fix your non-healthy stuff before you start trying to get healthy? All right, guys. The Super Bar. Who remembers Wendy's Super Bar? I totally remember this. In Bullhead City, Arizona, when we got our first Wendy's, they had the Super Bar. I remember I was in fourth, fifth, and sixth grade specifically. I remember, and yeah, you had like your pasta. You had your Mexican Fiesta. I think there was like a potato bar in there. Wendy's always had the best potatoes. Man, I remember my grandpa when I was a kid, he was an invalid. He had gotten hit by a car. He was old anyway. They didn't have my dad until they were like retired. And yeah, it's crazy. My dad has some crazy stories about my grandpa taking him to Reno because they wanted to go gambling. Basically, they had my dad way after they should have. And they're like, we're not going to stop doing what we want to do. Bring the kid. And so he has some good stories. My dad does. But my grandpa was like in his 80s when I was a little kid, and he got hit. Car was backing up and it hit him and broke his hip, and he was just done from there. He was an invalid. My dad would have to carry him to and from the bathroom, those type of things. But my grandpa only would eat only would eat baked potatoes, and he wouldn't eat fast food baked potatoes like yeah, as if they had. So my mom would go and sneak because she didn't want to cook a microwave a baked potato. I don't know. So she would go to Wendy's and she would grab the potato for my grandpa, and my grandpa would have no idea that it was a fast food. If he did, he would freak out. Culver's do. You know the fries that I love, Teresa Deller. It's a new spot, well, newish spot is a Shaq's Big Chicken. And their fries, they cut them long ways, like a little thicker but thin. So like wider but thinner, and they say warm. Oh man, it's really good. It really surprised me. A different kind of a take on it, but yeah. So yeah, Burger King's fries sucks, y'all. We'll get into that. Oh, the Super Bar. Yeah, the Super Bar was great. I remember specifically in fifth grade, I had a crush on a girl named Mandy Banks. She lived down the street. So now imagine, if you will. Hey, good morning, Matt Workman. How are you? Imagine, if you will, like a 90s, 80s type of movie. Mandy Banks was the girl that would be in those movies, like your Can't Buy Me Love. She was the main, like she was like 2 grades older. She was, lived down the street. Her parents had a nice house with a pool. Basically, that type of thing. And I remember seeing Mandy Banks at the Super Bar in fifth grade. It's Mandy Banks, and she's eating a potato. Oh my God, she's a normal human being. Oh, the things you do when you're a kid. What does Matt Workman hate? Horseshoe of, oh man. Yeah, yeah, they might as well just be hash browns. That is true. That is so true. Who remembers the McLean Deluxe? If Burger King wanted a hint on the likely outcome of their Stratus Fries venture, they didn't need to look further than McDonald's and the ill-fated McLean Deluxe, guys. The McLean Deluxe was McDonald's, the pioneer in an attempt to healthify fast food, had already made small health conscious changes to their products, like reducing the fat in milkshakes and removing the saturated fat laden beef tally from the fryers. But was America ready for the low fat fast food burger that was the McLean Deluxe? No, they were not ready. What is it, like once a year? Is it once every other year that like McDonald's or Burger they decide to go healthy? Usually it's around the first of the year, right? Like New Year's resolutions, and they're like, "Hey guys, we got the healthy menu." And what does it last? Like 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. What does Lonnie say? I love Tommy's chili burgers, old school seasoned fry. Oh man, Tommy's is good. Is it Tommy's on the way to like Anaheim and all that or is that Del Taco? I think it's Tommy's on the way over by that outlet mall. They got a really good like the OG spot, I believe. Really, really good. Big portions. Definitely hit them up, man. That's a good spot. Got me hungry for some Tommy's now, man. All right, what about the natural, guys? Who remembers this? It seems like we're doing a lot of healthy items that didn't last. Even if you were a fan of Pizza Hut in the late 2000s, you may have been blanked, completely missed, or it's one of the new pizzas they introduced in 2009. Since it was gone in a little over a year, Pizza Hut the Natural was Pizza Hut's contribution to the world of health-seeming fast food dining, concluding with an announcement that the chain would stop using ingredients like fructose corn syrup. So this was like a throwback on trying to get, hey Tim, good morning. Barstow, yes, good. What, Teresa Deller? You're watching other people's unboxings? I have never. No, guys, go check out Back to Retro. You're gonna get spoiled because we do the BAM box here too. Go check out his reviews, man. They're really good. He gets his boxes about a week before I get mine. So if you want your spoilers, go check out Back to Retro. He has a great show, man. It is really good, really fun. I haven't checked out the wrestling part of it yet, but I need to. All right, guys. So yeah, man, a lot of these are like healthy conscious. People don't like healthy stuff. Make sure you're not on the road trip after eating Tommy's. Oh man, there's a great story. Who of you? I know Teresa Deller will know this name. Mike Schmidt, baseball player. I think Hall of Famer, MVP, the Philly fanatic, if you will, not the Philly fanatic, but if you guys know what I mean. He tells a story. No, it's not Mike Schmidt. I almost threw Mike Schmidt under the bus. It's George Brett from the Kansas City Royals. He tells a story about shitting his pants in Las Vegas. So he says he went to a seafood restaurant down the strip. They were staying at like the Mirage or somewhere, and they went down the street. And he said he's walking back, and it just hits him. And he's wearing shoes with no socks, kind of like the loafers, if you guys know what I mean. And he says he shits his pants. It runs down his pants into his shoes. And every time he walks, it goes. And he had to walk back the strip to the casino so he could go and change and get cleaned up. But he's like, I remember specifically, and I quote, well, I'm good to shit my pants at least 3 times a year. One of my favorite George Brett quotes of all time, guys. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh. All right, now that I lost half the audience with my George Brett poop your pants story, we're gonna speaking of pooping your pants. Who remembers Burger King's A1 Halloween Whopper? Splat, splat, splat. And you know what I'm picturing, Lonnie? I'm picturing let's see, I'm picturing like the shoes with the holes in them. You know what I mean? Like the dress shoes. Oh, that's the worst. All right, back in 2014, guys, Burger King in Japan released the Kuro Burger, a premium burger with black cheese, black bun, and a year later, Burger King brought it to the good old US of A, released the A1 Halloween Whopper. The Whopper featured a black bun, which got its color from A1 steak sauce being baked inside. Although it was going to have be a seasonal item, the chain received a negative press regarding what happens to you after you actually eat the burger with a black bun. So people, I would just actually listen to a podcast about Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and when Frankenberry cereal came out, kids were crazy for it until they started pooping pink from red dye number 5, and people they had, like hundreds of cases in the hospital, and they had to change, I think, the red dye number 5 because of it. It was Tim, yummy. Oh, could you imagine him wearing Crocs? That's kind of what I do imagine him wearing, Matt Workman. There's these like dress shoes that are like interwoven. And then like they have they're interwoven, so there's little gaps, and that's what I keep picturing coming up. Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst. So these black Whoppers, guys, they got them from the A1. Sounded weird. These black Whoppers, let me tell you, sounded like some politician in the 80s, guys. These Whoppers with the A1. Yeah, I vaguely remember the controversy, but I guess these are turning your poop black. No one likes to look in the toilet and see the water a different color than what it should be. Oh, that's enough to freak you out. All right, who remembers the McDonald's? There's a lot of McDonald's on here. Damn. The Arch Deluxe. McDonald's has always been a family restaurant with a strong focus on making kids happy. This is why McDonald's characters were so successful and why they launched the Happy Meal. If McDonald's didn't like kids, they wouldn't have spent millions of dollars on creating the epic play places. That is true. In 1996, though, the Golden Arches wanted to appear more grown up, so they released a hamburger equivalent of a 15-year-old in a semi formal, ill fitting suit with a clip on tie. So, yeah, totally remember this when Burger King did the same thing, and I think we'll cover it. They started getting sophisticated. They were like, "Hey, come to McDonald's for dinner. Bring the family." I think Burger King had family baskets or like dinner baskets with like fried chicken and different things. And then McDonald's went like the Arch Deluxe, and they would like do a promo. Like if you came in between 5 and 8, like dinner time, you get like the Mac Tonight sunglasses. Who remembers those badass things? The Mac Tonight sunglasses that look like Ray-Bans. I remember in 6th grade, all the kids thought they were cool wearing those. Oh, man. Good times, guys. Good times. The new Mighty Wings. There was a brief moment when the Mighty Kids Meal wasn't the only thing mighty. I forgot about the Mighty Kids Meal on the McDonald's menu. McDonald's bone-in wings were an epic fit. Bone-in? Oh, yeah, for some reason they were wildly brought back in 2016 locations and quickly disappeared again. Yeah, fast food and bones don't really go together. I mean, KFC, okay, but you got a whole piece of chicken. Like, for some reason, I just picture some dude shoving a wing down his throat and just. When I was a kid, we went to Sizzler down in Bullhead City, Arizona. Beautiful Bullhead City, Arizona, where Denny's is now. It used to be a Sizzler way back 40 years ago. Um, all right, there we go, guys. It's a microphone kind of day, man. Microphone died. Everything's going crazy. Oh, man. Hey, shooter. Yes. So my hat's all crooked. Look at that. I choked that Sizzler when I was like 4 years old. We were eating shrimp. I don't know what a 4-year-old eating shrimp for, but I choked on one of the tails, and some dude, I guess, had to come across and save my life. And my parents still tell me about it to this day. Um, uh, hey, Shell, made it home. You were driving. um, yeah, so that was my Sizzler story from back in the day. But yeah, bones and fast food should not go hand in hand. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. All right, what else we got here? Wendy's Frescata. Before Wendy's became known for sending out epic tweets. If you guys have not checked out Wendy's Twitter, they're freaking hilarious on there. Definitely, definitely a must on Twitter, man. If you guys follow it, doing too many mic drops. Oh, that's a good one, Lottie. That's a good one. So in 2006, they wanted to hop on the fresh sandwich bandwagon, trying to give Subway a run for its money. That was like the sandwich year, 2006. That's when old kid toucher Jared, was that his name? Jared from Subway. He was up and running, man. He was full force. We're getting it full force now, but um, anyway, enough of that kind of humor, guys. Wendy's launched a line of deli sandwiches called Frescata in an attempt to appear healthy and appeal to younger consumers. Yeah, that was an epic fail. These are like sandwiches. Who goes to freaking Wendy's for a sandwich? Pizza. Who remembers McDonald's pizza? Sorry, guys. Back in the 70s, a lot of McDonald's pursuits scuffed at the McMuffin, which, hey, don't ever mock the McMuffin. That's my favorite. For more than 40 years, has been a breakfast mainstay. Oh, definitely. A decade and some change later, marketing execs at Mickey D's thought that they had found the cure for fast food chains' slow dinner time business. They're going to serve pizza. Definitely remember this. I don't think I ever actually had McDonald's Pipa. I don't ever think I had McDonald's pizza. Um, I don't remember. I remember them having it. $5 footlongs. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Um, yeah, I don't remember I remember them having it, but I don't remember them um like ever eating it, or me ever eating it. Anyway, what about the mixed salad shaker, guys? Who remembers these? These were in early 2000s. But yeah, this was another attempt for them to go freaking healthy. Not a bad idea, except for the cup wasn't big enough, and it sucked to try to shake the dressing on there. You never covered it all, guys. You never covered it all. All right, last but not least, guys, we got the Burger King BK dinner basket. kids. This is when everyone was going family friendly and trying to Pipa. Is it good? Yes, Lonnie, Pipa is good. Peppa Pipa. How do you want some pepper on your Pipa? I don't. That accent just came out naturally. There. Hey, who wants some pepper on the Pipa? All right. Anyway, guys, how long do you usually spend inside a fast food restaurant? How often do you go inside of a fast food restaurant to order your food and eat it? Burger King wanted to change the way their consumers consume their food back in 1992 by offering the BK dinner baskets. So these were they had like the chicken, you got what shrimp up there, you got like sandwiches. So this was their attempt to go like a dinner, mainstream dinner. McDonald's did it. This was like a big push. Didn't last very long. It was one of those things that just they had to try it. Fast food does that a lot, but you know what, that's one memory I do have of growing up with my kids as a single dad. I raised them full time. We probably talked about that. I had them a lot, so we would go to we do our shopping trips. We'd go to Safeway, and then across the street was a Burger King, and we would go and have lunch, and we would actually sit there and we would talk about our days. My dad did that with me when I was a kid, but he would drop me off. He worked swing shift. So it was like a weird, like I would get out of school and he wouldn't be home. He'd be working. He'd get home at midnight. I would already be in bed. So he would wake up and take me to Carl's Jr., and we would have French toast sticks, and we'd go over my spelling words for the day. And that really meant a lot to me. Man, I really need to tell my dad that, because that really did. And I think that's what Burger King was trying to capture, and McDonald's with their dinner, their dinner menu type of thing. And you can't hate on it, man. But I do remember taking my kids to Burger King and sitting there, and they had the crowns on their head, and we would talk about their day. It's a good way, man. A good way. Fast food or not, that's a good life to live. We only get one family, one life. Well, sometimes we get more than one family, but you guys know what I mean. I only get one life. Let's live it to the best, guys. That was your worst menu items discontinued. I got one more, guys, I will just throw up real quick. The Dairy Queen Breeze. Eager to jump in on the make fast food healthier bandwagon, they did the Breeze, which was basically like a non-fat frozen yogurt. Almost smoothie-ish, I would say. When did this come out? Was this pre-smoothie? Ooh, did a did they invent the smoothie and we just didn't know it? Oh, yeah. So guys, I am actually going to breakfast. Ooh, I like that word, Matt. We're in the new and improved breakfast. I like that. Um, Yeah, man. So, yeah, crazy food. We live in a country that we can, do this stuff, man. We're blessed that we can mock the McRib or the McFlay of fish or whatever it may be. Um, awesome stuff, guys. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in every day. I wanted to see Lonnie's comment before I jump off of here. Spanish omelet this morning. Ooh, Teresa Deller is fancy. Mom used to take me to Denny's and hot chocolate while I did my homework. Yeah, that's great memories, right, man? Like, that's so awesome, man. Breakfast Club of the Danksters. That's right, the Wake and Bake Breakfast Club. What? You guys rock, man. Appreciate you guys so much. I'm editing. As soon as I get done with this, I'm going to edit those wild weekend drops. We got 2 coming, guys. We got a little teaser with about like 12, 15 items that are on sale. This weekend, head on down there. Check out thedailydank.com for that, guys. It's going to be probably about an hour or so. I got to edit and post it. And then we're going to drop a big one for the PADs. They got Patient Appreciation Day. They got Jeters in the house. They got a lot of stuff, guys. So make sure you're tuning in for that. We got a baked and unboxed. We got 2. We're going to do 2. We got an appetizer, guys. We're going to do a Loot Crate, and the BAM Geek Box came in, guys. So Teresa Deller's probably already been spoiled. But so she watched back to retros unboxing. No, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. So make sure you're joining us at 4:10 for Baked and Unboxed. We got a good one for you guys. Appetizer. We're gonna do a giveaway. They got some cool stuff in this box. I saw the spoiler on Back to Retro too, so I can't hate Teresa Deller. I watched it too. All right, I will. You guys, I even commented on it too. It's a cool box, guys. We'll have giveaways, so make sure you're joining us at 4:10. Appreciate you guys so much. You guys rock. Let me get this all geared up. I will see you guys at 4:10 for a Baked and Unboxed at 4:20. We got a lot of good stuff cooking, guys. Make sure you're hitting that like, subscribe, and share button, hitting those alerts so you know every time we go live. All right, guys, we will see you just in a little bit. Take care, guys.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.